The question begs the more commonly posed one, which runs the risk of offending Mormons. Are Latter-day Saints Christian? The Catholic Church has to some degree answered this question for itself by ruling on the status of Mormon baptism. On June 5, 2001, the prefect of the Vatican's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, historically known as the Roman Inquisition, responded to a dubium on the validity of baptisms conferred by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Negative, read the responsum signed by Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, the future Pope Benedict. In a quasi-official commentary on the CDF decision published later that year in L'Osservatore Romano, the sort of official newspaper of the Vatican, Father Luis Ladaria, S.J., Jesuit, explained that huge differences in Trinitarian belief and the meaning of baptism invalidate, from the standpoint of Catholic doctrine and law, the intention of the Mormon minister of baptism and of the one to be baptized. Ladaria argues, quote, "This is not a true invocation of the Trinity, because the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, according to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, are not the three persons in which subsists the one Godhead, but three gods who form one divinity. One is different from the other, even though they exist in perfect harmony." Unquote. Given the role of baptism as the basis of the whole Christian life and Catholic self-understanding, it would seem that the matter of Christian identity for Mormons is resolved, at least for Catholics, by the judgment of the Holy See. However, other considerations might be taken into account as to whether Mormons and other groups professing faith in Jesus but lacking what Catholics determine to be a valid baptism and profession of faith in the Nicene Creed belong in some sense to the household of Christian faith, in some sense. The 1983 Code of Canon Law, which reflects the renewed teaching of Vatican II, refers to catechumens who have not yet received sacramental initiation as being, quote, "united with the Church, which already cherishes them as its own," unquote. Others who claim allegiance to Christ and look to the New Testament as a source of divine revelation might be viewed analogously as journeying toward the fullness of truth found in the one Church of Christ. Quakers, for example, profess a Christian faith without having visible sacraments, and some Pentecostals use Trinitarian language in their worship, but conceive of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit in a modalist fashion, that is, as a single divine person. Catholics would be hard-pressed, in view of Vatican II's teaching, to deny that these believers have any participation in the communion of the Church. So, somewhere between paragraphs 15 and 16 of Lumen Gentium, the Church Constitution, that is, between the Church's recognition of its bonds with validly baptized believers and its acknowledgement of God's closeness to Jews, Muslims, and other people who seek the unknown God in the shadows and images, between those two, room must be made for those who seek salvation under the mantle of Christ's saving cross, even while denying what we Catholics deem to be essential elements of Christian faith.